Hi guys, this is Archie Luxury. And guys, I am doing a paid watch review. This is for Rob. This is paid review 23QB54. It's a paid detailed watch review. Before we start this review, what is the pontiff wearing? What is he wearing? I'll tell you what I'm wearing, guys. Two-tone bluesy two-tone. This is the 40 mil ceramic. It's got the gold writing. I think this is perfection. Okay, guys, let's run the intro and let's come back and jump into this watch review for Rob. It's Archie Luxury, your pontiff, and today, guys, I am doing a paid watch review. This is for Rob, and this here is it's going to be a detailed review. So let's jump in. Let's get the meat of the sandwich. Hello, Archie. Good morning. You are one entertaining dude. Please keep my name out of the review. We'll just refer to him as Rob. Here are a few questions I have. I'm thinking about the Yachtmeister, the Rolex Yachtmeister. Bring it up, Arch. Bring it up. What's a Rolex Yachtmaster? I'm thinking about the Yachtmaster. Okay, he's looking at the rose gold. This is the what is this here? This is is the Yachtmaster 1, not the Yachtmaster 2. This is the Yachtmaster 1. 116655. Okie dokie. That's cool. Cool. Okay. He's also looking at the 126655. Which is, what's this here? This is the one. This is the newer model. And he's also looking at the white gold 226659. Let's have a look at this. Here we go. Okay, thank you. Indeed there. Okay, so we're looking at a solid gold Yachtmeister on the rubber, the Oyster Flex bracelet. What do you think of the value? It's different from the sports watches. Who does this generally appeal to? What's the image communicated when wearing this compared to a steel watch? I got to tell you, Rob, I don't like these questions. I don't like the way these questions are being asked here. Now, I got to be totally honest with you. I'm always honest, but this is totally honest. Coffee for closers. See, I like to buy something that appeals to me. It doesn't need to impress people or appeal to other people. Yeah. So that's kind of my opinion there. I don't like. So, what do you think of the value? They're fucking expensive. They're expensive. These are expensive watches. In my opinion, I think the best bang per buck is the solid gold on the gold bracelet. The yellow gold, you can get those very reasonably. However, you're not asking me that. You're asking me, okay, so what do you think of the value? They're expensive watches. These are expensive. Value, the value of this watch. The value. What do I think of the value of this watch? The value. I think it's not blue chip. It's not blue chip. See, in my opinion, value would be a Submariner, steel sub, or a two-tone. You want to be a bit extravagant? Get the two-tone, sunshine. The value on the Yachtmaster, these are for people who don't need to ask that question. Okay? It's different from the sports. Well, this is a sports watch. It's a precious metal sports watch. Who does this generally appeal to? I think it appeals to somebody, in my opinion, somebody who has a Rolex collection already, somebody who's experienced several models, and this is something that appeals to them. What's the image communicated when wearing this compared to a steel Rolex steel watch? You know something? I don't think most people would even know the fucking difference. Okay? See, I don't buy watches to impress other people. I buy something I like, that I enjoy, and I love. What's the image communicate? It's an expensive watch. Now, average person would say an expensive watch is anything over $500. $500 is expensive. That's right. That's what they would say. They would say that's an expensive watch. But you tell me. I would tend to say, you know, I don't think it's a good. I think most people wouldn't really know the difference. If you really want the precious metal on a rubber, hey, you go for it. But how is it different? I don't think it's that different, to be completely honest with you. I don't think it's that different. Is wearing a Yachtmaster different to a two-tone? Not really. Not really. Not really. I don't think it's that different. Will this kind of watch hold its value given it's selling close to MSRP? Who cares and buys it? Okay. Will this watch see? This is a really bad question. Will this watch hold its value? You know what? I don't think this is sort of the watch for you. If you need to ask these questions, it ain't the watch for you, okay? Let me explain it to you. The questions you're asking, this is for somebody who should buy a BMW or a Mercedes Benz, okay? This is not for somebody who should buy a Maserati, okay? Okay? This is not for somebody left of center. What kind of okay, will this kind of watch hold its value given it's selling close to okay, so my honest opinion to you is I think this could be stinkers. These watches are not for people who are concerned about value. If you really want bang per buck, value buying, bang per buck, safest investments, I'd buy a two-tone bluesy. Okay? Two-tone bluesy, always in demand. You can get out of the fucking thing. A Yachtmaster, these are expensive. In fact, I would even go as far as to say the precious metal Yachtmasters, they can be fucking hard to sell at times. If you need to liquidate, you can fucking lose a fortune. So I wouldn't do that. Who cares and buys it? The type of person who buys the Yachtmaster in precious metal on the rubber is somebody who is, generally speaking, I've met a few owners, they don't give a fuck. They're quite wealthy. Deca millionaire. I had a very good fan, MJT. He was fucking loaded. The guy was loaded. He had a white gold Yachtmaster on the rubber, the Oyster Flex. That's what he had on his wrist. Okay, like the one in the picture here. Okay? Loaded. They don't ask those sort of amateur hour questions. Okay. For the 1-1, Okay, let's have a look at this here. For the one, what's he doing here? For the one, okay, let's go through this here. For the 11556, what's this? Okay. For the 115566, okay, that's the rose gold Yachtmaster versus the 126655. Is the updated movement comparing the two? Is it worth the money? Is there a meaningful difference? Look, I don't think it is a huge difference. Slight difference. It's a subtle difference. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. It's like this bluesy here. This is a ceramic 40 mil. Okay. The next model is the 41. There are pros and cons. Rolex moves ahead. Which one would I go for? I don't think it really matters. I think they're both amazing. The benefit of the newer one is that it's generally a newer piece. It's going to be a newer piece. Okay, so he's asking me, is it worth the money? Is there a meaningful difference? Only you can decide. I don't think either of them is bad. They're beautiful. They're both beautiful watches. Is there a meaningful difference? The funny thing is, people who are very cliquey, they want the latest. Like in Singapore and Hong Kong, it's always the latest. Oh, old model. Whereas somebody who's a more seasoned collector, they like little ounces. Like I really love my 40 mil sub because it's got the gold writing. Now that's not to say that I'm completely brainwashed into thinking mine is better than the newer model, the 41 mil, because I like the case proportions on the 41. I don't like the fact it's got the white writing, so I prefer the gold. So there's pros and cons to both. It's got a 72-hour power reserve, but it's noisy. So there's yin and the yang. This has got, I think, the bracelet, the buckle is as big as I want it. On the 41, it's even bigger. So there's pros and cons. Generally speaking, the newer model, it's a newer model. Is it worth going the extra? Depends on the deal you manage to get there. They're both brilliant watches. That's what I would say. I know the answer, but what are your thoughts on the 37 mil rose gold version? Now, I don't like the way you're asking this question because the 37 mil rose gold version, that is it's a beautiful watch. I'd say it's more of a ladies. Ladies tend to like that model there. 37 mils, not terminal. But if you're buying it because it's cheap, that's the wrong attitude to have. You buy that one there because you've got a small wrist. You don't buy it because it's cheap. You buy it because it's cheap, and it's just that doesn't work well. Buy the one you really, really want. Okay. So 37 mil, I think for a lady is fine, but if you're buying it because it's cheap, that's completely, these questions you're asking are really amateur hour questions. Okay, they're not good questions. Okay, because the sort of person who asked that should not fucking buy a solid gold Yachtmaster. The person who asked those questions should not buy a solid gold Yachty. They shouldn't do it. They shouldn't do it. Okay, next thing we've got here is, are you comparing rose gold to white gold? What details do you think of? Which is more daily? Which is more low key? Now, I got to be totally honest with you. In my opinion, I think you're better as a daily, you're better off to go steel. Steel. I wouldn't actually use precious metal as a daily. It's soft. Gold is soft. I'm sorry. It's a fact of life. Okay, it's soft. Comparing rose to white, the very similar. Which is better? Look, I think it depends. What do you like? Someone who's buying this, it's what you like. Do you want a red Porsche or do you want the blue Porsche? It's what do you like? I don't think there's any vastly difference. I don't think they wear terribly differently. It's what one do you like? People who buy these watches, they either like the rose gold or they want the white gold. It's simple as that. Which is more daily? Neither. You want a daily wearer, I'd go for two-tone. If you want a daily, that's a great bang per buck watch. Are there any alternatives that come close to Oysterflex compared to other brands with bare rubber? Or is Oysterflex just a rubber band and Genius Rolex? Well, it's Rolex's rubber strap. There's nothing genius or anything about it. It's just that's how they released it. Okay? How does it compare? Well, it's their own proprietary strap. It's rubber. It's rubber. Just like the Aquanaut is rubber. AP has rubber straps. It's it's their proprietary rubber strap. That's all it is. Expensive? Yeah, of course they're fucking nothing's cheap. There's enough for poor people. Next question. White versus rose gold. Which one will retain more value over time? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo! You know what? The person who is buying a rose or a white gold or a yellow gold Rolex, what do you like? Don't worry about value or retention. That's not a good question. Okay, it's like you go to BMW. Which one will hold value? You know what? Buy a Camry. Don't buy a BMW 5 Series. Don't buy the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Buy a Camry. That's what I do. You want value retention? This ain't the sort of shit for value retention. Which one will retain more value over time? I don't think there's going to be terribly much difference. Okay, one might... Who knows? Who cares? Buy the one you like. When you purchase a watch with Oysterflex, what happens if you need bigger or smaller size? Well, if you need bigger, you need to buy a new strap, sunshine. It's like carpet. Carpet that wears, you can't spray magic spray and it grows. It doesn't work like that. It's like hair loss. Once it's gone, it's fucked. It's gone. It's fucked us. What happens if you need bigger or smaller? You can cut. Small, you can slice it off. Slice and dice that fucker. If you need bigger, you got to buy a new one, sunshine. Should you factor in additional money when purchasing the watch in order for it to fit? If you're a fat cunt, sure. Will rose gold change over time? For example, tarnish or change color from daily use, swimming, shower, etc. Well, no, let's back the track up. Will rose gold change over time? Yes, gold oxidizes. All metals oxidize. Tarnish or change from daily use, swimming, shower. Now hang on a minute there. I wouldn't be taking my expensive solid gold Rolex in the pool. I may take my sub in, but every year you got to get the seals checked. You got to do a pressure check. Showering, you shower with your watch on? You know what happens if you shower with your watch on? All the soap and that gets stuck in the lugs. You should never shower with your watch on. That's worse than swimming with the fucking thing. At least you swim in it. If you swim with your watch, after you finish swimming, take it off and rinse the fucker. That's what you should do. Rinse the fucker. But I wouldn't daily use. So fuck me dead. I mean, I got my Submariner. I don't necessarily swim with it, and I definitely don't fucking shower with it. That's for sure. Definitely no. Will the rose? Of course, all this shit changes, man. That's why I'm saying to you, rose gold. You know what? You want value and longevity and long lasting and value. Buy a fucking two-tone Submariner. It'll be perfect for you. Okay. Any other thoughts that would help process this would be great. I've spent hours and hours. Appreciate your help. Please add more, as I may not have all the questions. No, I believe you've asked a lot of questions. I'm sending you a PayPal donation, adding some extra so you can take time and care processing this information. I appreciate your feedback. Thanks, Rob. Yes. No, Rob was very generous in his contribution to the pontiff, so I do appreciate that. Now Rob also, he came back to me and said, I've been thinking about the root beer. Okay, this is a follow-up. I'd be dead. Some people never, 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 never are satisfied. But he says, I've been thinking about the root beer. Where does it come in with the Yachtmaster? It's cheaper. Thoughts when comparing these three watches? Okay, what's the three watches? We got Yachtmaster and we got root beer. Now, which root beer actually refers to two models. You've got the two-tone root beer, and you've also got the solid gold root beer. Which root beer are you referring to? I assume you're saying two-tone because you've said it's cheaper. Because the solid gold. Okay, so you know what? I got to be totally honest with you. Totally fucking honest for you. Rob, I love you, man. You're a good person. The Yachtmaster in solid gold is not for you. You're asking too many value retention questions. Okay? Pesky value retention questions. Okay? That's not good. Not good for this sort of watch. My opinion is for you, get a two-tone Rolex. Steel. You've got the strength of steel, and you have the little bit of bling with the gold. Perfect. Perfect. It's a fuckload cheaper, and it's going to be a lot harder wearing as a daily. So if I was you, forget this. Stop being a fucking delusional fantasist with the solid gold Yachtmaster. Three watches I would consider. Two-tone root beer. I tell you what else. Two-tone yacht master. That's right. Two-tone yacht master. I would greatly consider that. Now, if you want to go cheap, you can get the steel and yellow gold one. If you want to be a bit more, if you've got a bit more money, go for the steel and rose gold. Okay, which one value? I just personally think the rose gold just looks cool. Okay, but that's not to say the yellow gold and steel look shit. It doesn't look shit. I think it looks beautiful. Just saying, if you want to get value retention, value. Well, the two-tone is for you. Personally, the three watches I would say to you would be I'd go for I would go for a rose. I would go rose gold Yachtmeister. I think that would be steel and steel. Let's just pull this baby up there. The three watches I would consider if I were you. Two-tone Yachtmaster, steel and rose gold. The next piece I would go for would be Submariner Bluesy. I would say the Bluesy like I have, okay? Or whether you go 40, so the two-tone Submariner, I'd go blue because the blue seems to be, but you're asking all these value retentions, they seem to be a smidgen easier to sell if you need to sell it. Because you're asking all these value retention questions. Would I go for the 40 or the 41? Doesn't fucking matter. Whatever is a good deal at the time for you. So two-tone Yachty, steel and rose gold, or steel and yellow gold if you want bang per buck. Two-tone Submariner, 40. Go for the ceramic because it's got the newer clasp. I think it's much more usable, much more nicer. Go for 40 or 41, doesn't matter. Blue or black, I would go for the bluesy because they always seem to be, that's the signature color in that model. The black is beautiful, but you seem to asking a lot of value questions. So I'd get the bluesy in case you need to sell it to pay next month's rent. Okay. Even though we're talking like big captains of industry smoking cigars, we know the real truth. And then finally, the other watch would be the two-tone root beer. Which one would I go for? Now, you know what? This is simple to work out. Don't fucking agonize and this and that, and you're never going to get any resumption. Personally, I tell you this. I got to tell you this now. Personally, I would say to you this. It comes down to, I'd honestly say this to you, man. Don't take this the wrong way, but I would say, do you want a GMT or do you want a diver with the bezel, the timing bezel? Okay, work out what's better for you, a GMT function watch, or do you want the bezel, the timing on the bezel? Personally, I find the Submariner bezel far more usable. Okay, that's just my opinion. Then decide. So I'd work out, you want a GMT or do you want a diver? So if you want the GMT, go for the two-tone root beer. If you want the diver, you got the Yachtmaster or the Sub. Personally, if you want better value retention, easier to sell, I think the Submariner two-tone bluesy is always an easier watch to offload. I love, personally, my passion now would say two-tone Yachtmaster steel and rose gold would be just stunning. But any of those three choices, you know what? That's a one and done. You can use it forever. Enjoy life. Love it. Have it. Just be happy. The gold Yachtmaster, I don't think the questions you've asked, value retention and this and that, that's not good questions. A friend of mine sells watches. He says if somebody asks 50 million questions, he knows they're a fucking tire kicker. Okay? I don't want to be rude to you, and I understand why you're asking these questions because you want to be really, really sure. But Rob, go for a two-tone sports Rolex. The three choices are Yachtmaster two-tone, Submariner two-tone, or GMT root beer two-tone. Now, even in the root beer, you could go steel and yellow gold, the older model in ceramic. That's a bang per buck bargain. But you've got enough choices there. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick one. Go with it. Enjoy the watch. This is what life is for. Forget the gold ones. I don't think you're at that level. That's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But personally, the type of questions you've asked, go for steel and gold. Two-tone. That's what I would go. I fucking love my bluesy. There's nothing, I would never sell this. This is one, that's it. That could just be it. Just go through life, enjoy. Okay, guys, see you later. Nave, Joshy, I'll pick you up, okay? Guys, that's the paid review for today. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, put some comments below. Tell me what you think. You've got some comments, put them down below. Guys, remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I depend on paid reviews. Paid reviews keep me full-time on YouTube. Without the support of the Patreons or people who get paid reviews done, I wouldn't survive. And I've also got a great sponsor, David SW. If you're looking for a watch in America, I highly recommend David SW. Please, 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 please please, if you're buying or selling in America, check out David S.W. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David S.W. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David S.W. I would highly recommend David S.W. David S.W. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That's right, guys. David S.W.